Hello.
Hello, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Me too, doing great.
Okay. So where are you from?
I'm from Maharashtra,
Okay. Where exactly from Maharashtra?
Parbhani district.
Okay. Okay, I'm not quite aware of that. I was in Pune for like a year, so that's why I asked you.
Okay, basically, where are you from?
I'm talking to you from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay,
So
so what do you do in Pune?
I work as a genetics data coordinator. So there's a clinic at SP Road. So there we talk to the patients, breast cancer patients, and then at the same time, we are involved in research. So basically, the research part.
Uh,
Yeah. So are you a working professional?
yes, yes.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm working in a school in an administration department.
Okay. Nice. Okay. I'm so sorry about the background noise.
It's okay. I think
Yeah.
some procession is going on.
Yeah, there is some function going on in some other house. So, anyways, okay. So, did you find some time to go through the session notes for today?
No, sorry for that.
Okay. So, it is about to become old and wise, you have to first become young and stupid.
Yes, absolutely. It's necessary as well.
Yeah,
Unless and until you do some nonsense thing, some stupid thing, life will be boring.
true
And
that.
still as a matured person or as a growing person we have to do it, otherwise life will be hell.
You know what? The session note says that we're supposed to debate on it, and I am thinking for a very long time that what am I supposed to say against it?
We have a lot to talk on this topic.
Yeah, within for the topic you can definitely. Yeah, you getting a call or something?
Sorry, call was there.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand. Okay, so things that you've done when you were young that you regret now, maybe, or mischievous things if you would like to share.
I think I don't have anything to regret. I was a mischievous kid and still I do some mischievous things with my friends. I'm very strict in school, but
Okay,
outside of school I'm the most
coolest person. Okay,
in my friend circle, and
yeah,
I don't regret at all, because I think in that age it was necessary to do. And unless and until we do some that kind of things or some mistakes or some intentionally some unintentionally things, we do not get experience, or we do not get that chance to come close to the person, or with
true
our
that.
friends, because we come to know that really they like us or not. If somebody like us, they'll accept us with all the things. Otherwise they will maintain a distance. Yeah, she's like that, he's like that. So yeah,
Okay,
I don't
so
have.
any mischievous acts that you've done that has helped you grow? Any specific thing that you would remember?
Definitely it helps us, because after nowadays our life is so hectic, and schedule is tight. So I think after a lot of work, if we take some time to spend with our friends, or we do some other mischievous things, or we crack some joke, or we just try to trouble somebody, it lighten up our mind and theirs as well. So it's like an energy booster, or we get some change to refresh and regain our concentration,
Okay, that's
I
true.
think.
So, do you have a close friend circle at your workplace, or is it from your school or somewhere else?
No, as I'm in administration department, it's not a very good thing for me to be friend with these people, because it may difficult for me to keep in them control. So I don't do that.
Okay, so feedback right away. Um, keep them in control. Okay.
Yeah, keep them in control.
Yes.
So I avoid it.
Okay. Okay. So you have friends from your locality, or how's it? Or your
Mm,
school friends or your college friends?
Yeah, I'm in touch with few friends, but we are not in a local place. It's quite near from my place, but not in locality. So we meet once in a while, or some mischievous things is going on WhatsApp and all. Sometimes video calls.
Yeah. So the long hours of video calls helps.
Yes, sometimes we meet in person.
Yeah.
We make plans and we come together.
So any trip that you remember going out with these friends and how it was, and if you enjoyed, and how was it? If any
Uh,
trips that you've taken with your friends?
just on, I think, 25th of November, mm, I had made a plan with one of my friends. I had my driving test on our district place.
Okay.
I'm from Taluka place. It was on my district place. Another friend is from another Taluka place. She has that district. We have same district. So we had made a plan. We were together for 3 4 hours. We had dinner together. And we have a lot of fun, gossiping, everything.
True. Okay, nice. So how often do you go out like that?
Initially, I would go once in a month or twice in a month on weekends with friends. But unfortunately, one or two friends of mine got married and they are newly married. So I thought that I should give them time to settle in their families, not to disturb.
Yes, very difficult. Especially, I think when you see all your friends getting married and then you think twice before calling them, probably, is this the right
Yeah.
time to call?
Before we would talk till 12 a.m., 1 a.m., sometimes more than that. Now we don't call each other after 10
I
p.m.
know. So there have been days I feel I had this one friend of mine. I would talk to her like for hours together. To an extent, my parents would think that I'm talking to my boyfriend, and we would talk some nonsense things only. We're talking and discussing, but then we're talking. We're sharing our everyday things and everything. So once she got married, eventually I was thinking too much before calling up because I don't know. Probably we don't know if it's the right time to call or something. So one day I happened to
Yeah,
call and
if these people are living in joint family, it may backfire them or they can
yeah,
backfire. So it's better to take precaution.
exactly. And then I was only talking to her when she was in her workplace. So workplace she has night duties and shifts. She was working in shifts. So okay, I thought I'll call that time. One day I thought it was her night duty and I called her at night and I was like, oh no, I wasn't supposed to call. So yeah, it does happen. So then they were very casual. They're like, yeah, it's okay. You had called. I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I said you were not at the workplace.
Sometimes we should do that kind of things also. Not always, but sometimes it's okay.
Okay. As every so there are few phrases. One is at your age. Have you heard this?
At your age,
Act your age.
act your age. Okay, means I think act according to your age.
Yes. So yeah, don't be silly. Act your age.
Yes, I haven't heard,
That's
but I could figure out.
yeah. So that's one thing that we can use. That is their new session. Other than that, I'm not sure because I did not really go through it, and I was just stuck with the first thing that to debate about. Debate how to debate. To what will I say against the topic? So I was just thinking about that, and I was like, okay, fine, we'll see how it goes. Okay. What about children, students over there? Do you like to be around them?
Yeah, I
Or
love to teach. I love to be around them, but my work profile is not like that,
yeah,
so I do not spend my time with kids.
okay. Hmm. Because yeah, it's lovely to be around kids, I think, but at the same time, they drain your energy.
Yes, sometimes.
Because I remember volunteering itself for like, okay, that was like I had to go and be around with KG1 and KG2 students
Okay.
and LKG, UKG students. And I was so they're so cute and nice and naive and innocent, but at the same time, you know, sometimes they drain your energy a lot. The fact that, okay, can you
they
please open
they
this?
have lot of energy. Few students are like hyperactive, and it's really necessary that we should learn that skill, how to channelize the energy.
Exactly.
Otherwise they are gonna trouble
I
you.
know. I know. And then, so the fact that even if they have to go to the washroom, you make sure that they're going together and they're not making noise. And they're coming back, and then, and especially it was some annual function there, I remember. And these kids were having all this belt and all, they're not able to open it. So they'll come back to you that please open it for me. And so, okay. So there was this one kid I remember walking down, and then she had a lot of things in her hand. So I said, okay, fine, give me a water bottle. And rest all the kids lined up behind her to give their water bottles to me. I'm like, no, there was only for one kid. So, yeah. But then the fact that they'll remember you also. Like if you're around anywhere in the campus, they'll come, they'll say hi, good morning, good afternoon,
Yes,
whatever
yes,
it
yes,
is.
yes. They're so innocent.
Very much. So yeah, I think it's fun to be around them at the same time. It
Yeah,
drains you.
sometimes if we do not feel good or our mood is not good, just go and sit with them for 10-15 minutes. Your mood will change.
Yeah, that's true. It's nice around them.
Yeah.
That's the same when you have kids around at home, kids or pets for that matter.
Yes, yes. Pets also work.
Yeah, I know. So you come up to them, you come home back to them, and then you're just refreshed and happy and relaxed.
Yes.
Leave all your other things at the place itself. Yeah. Okay, just give me a moment. Uh, so okay. Okay, we were talking very jovial things, I think. But hello, you there with me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But the session notes are quite, impactful, I would say. They're just talking about, do you think there are some things in your life that you do as when you were young, and that would, and things like that? What do you think about it?
The things I would do when I was young.
Yes, and it can have, what we do as when we were young can have a negative impact in our life to an extent that it could scar our life.
Uh, yes, it may scar our life, but I don't have that kind of major experience. But I think for other kids, when families are not can I say, when families are biased, they discriminate among their kids, like not only girl or boy, but sometimes in sisters, in brothers also. If they do certain things, or if their parents are abusive, sometimes
Hmm.
father, or I've seen sometimes mothers also are not very good. I've seen
Yeah.
few ladies when I was kid. So it may give some bad experience or mental traumas to the kids, and they can last this. It can last for for
For quite
long life.
some time, I think, yeah. Yeah, and somewhere growing up, I realized one thing that no, even if you categorize few things that okay, maybe doing drugs or smoking or things like that is not good, or maybe even if you start drinking at a younger age, it's not nice. Yeah, so they have a long story to tell by the end anyways. If you When we judge, probably we seeing them at that moment and
Hmm.
what they're doing at that very moment, but then there are long things that has happened in their life, or what they've gone through is what has shaped them to become what they've become right now. So
Yes.
as you mentioned very correctly, that discrimination about among the siblings itself, that probably one was given more advantage over the other, or one was preferred.
Sometimes people discriminate because their looks as well.
Okay, that's wrong. But yeah, so
Especially
I remember one of my friend, she was always insecure about the fact that how she looks, but she was very beautiful, believe me. But she was always insecure about it because she had many friends over coming, and most of her friends over coming, and even the guys coming and telling that your mother is way beautiful, more beautiful than you. So they always comment that, okay, your mother looks like your sister, and that to your younger sister. So that thing has seeped in for so long that now she's not even confident about herself.
oh my God.
So the things that, and progressively she's been trying to gel up with people and being cool in the group just because she wants people to like her. So I this is one situation. There are other cases. Most of the people when I see around, I always feel they have a long story to tell the reason why they've become like this, or the choices that they've made in their life. Probably they don't regret it, because obviously after a point they do move past that and work. But yeah, it does impact them the way it impacts everyone the way we were brought up. I think I am not a person who goes out, who's very outgoing. But when it comes to my sister, I would say she's one person who's tried out everything in her life, which is nice. Okay. But there are so many things that I have learned from her, like from her mistakes as well as from her experiences. I have learned, and I've tried not to do that, or I've tried to do something both the ways. So yeah, I think most of us, whatever we choose or the choices that we make, is all because of the past experiences and the ways that things have molded us to become.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.